Wembley, Wembley, I'm the famous round the ground and I've come to Wembley. Good afternoon everyone and welcome to Around the Ground. I am at Wembley Football Club, not the Wembley Stadium, which you can actually just about see from here, but Wembley Football Club at Vale Farm. As we start our walk. And here I am at the far side, and there's a long area of seating, 4 rows here which we come to, a real mixture of sort of reasonably new and old. I used to come here so often when I was a kid. Used to live in Harrow. I've been here many times, but never, probably been 30 years since I was last here. It's a real nostalgic visit for me. That's the stand. I always used to play Wembley in red and white quarters. I don't know whether they still do. It'd be very interesting to see. All very neat behind here with the bins lined up. Nice walking area. I actually really like these little home and away areas. That's a home one there. Train strikes, even though they called them off late last night, apparently it's still going to affect everything today. So I decided to come here because all I had to do was get into London and get the tube, although I was going to go to North Wembley, and found out halfway there that they shut half of the Bakerloo line, so it's a good job I knew where I was going. Promptly jumped on the Met, went to Northwick Park, hell of a walk from there, so I'll probably come back from Sudbury Town on the Piccadilly, but plenty of options if you kind of know your way around London, this part of London. Home to Holyport today, or was it Hollyport? Wembley, unlucky, keeper got a touch to that. And this is the far end, hard standing all the way around, had to wait to get in today. It's a bit late getting here, to be honest with you, compared to when I normally do, but there were plenty of time actually, because I wouldn't have been able to get in anyway. That's looking back at the long stand. This looks really good, doesn't it? In the red and white there. That's the near end up there. Buildings behind. All looks a bit dishevelled, but it's because of the leaves and the rain. It's not a nice afternoon. It's quite mild, it feels actually, but it's very damp, and I've got soaked coming here. So another covered area here. So I think the near end, oh no, there's even cover there. So there's a cover of some sort on all 4 sides. There's another little sort of area of standing cover there. And that's where the players are warming up in there. And that's looking back at the far end where we've just been, and then there's another covered area here, and you're going to have to bear with me. I've got a load of shout outs to do that I haven't done in ages. So Hugh Stevens, you're a Saint Stevens. Stasi Kasapi, now Stasi's in his eyes. Hen FC 456, at least he didn't chicken out. Dave Gillett, that's fishy. Danny Wriggler, gad, he didn't wriggle out. Simon Askett was all I needed to do. Mad Fuchs, something or another. Hope he gets Max from the channel. Anna Afsals, folks. Doogie Gray. Hope, has he subscribed properly? That's a grey area. And Barry Hall, well, that's a hallmark for me. God, I'm exhausted. Okay, so another area of folded seats. They're just one row, about 20 of them. One of the highest TV towers I've seen in a long time. Dugouts, proper dugouts as well, if you look at these. I've had a few of these this season, but you actually go down into them. Traditional dugouts, which is my absolute favourite. There's the tunnel up there, tea hut area, and the clubhouse here. Nice layout of flowers there in pots. Good car park in there. Very busy area. It's just up the road from Northwick Park Hospital. but it's all very sort of main roady from Norfolk Park. That and the fact that it was belting down with rain, it was not the greatest of walks. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 concrete steps here, and again another row of fold-up seats, sort of undercover there. If you don't, I'm going to go down. I was going to show you Wembley Stadium. You really don't get the greatest view here. This is where you come in, by the way. Turnstiles there, toilet block ahead of me, and right, if you look just to the left of that floodlight, the second one in, you can see Wembley Stadium arch. So obviously I'm at Wembley Football Club, that's Wembley Stadium, they're both in Wembley. Wembley's quite a big area. People going to Wembley Stadium normally just go to Wembley Park Station, walk up Wembley Way. You never see anything of Wembley Town itself, but it has its own community here in the town, so hopefully it'll be of interest to some people to, you know, everyone's seen Wembley Stadium. Most people, not most people, but a lot of people have been to Wembley Stadium, whether it be the old one or the new one. Not so many come here though. But don't take my word for it. Why don't you come to Wembley Football Club yourself? I'm sure you have a warm welcome. Stay tuned for highlights of today's match and some stills at the end. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, click on like. Hated every minute of it, click on dislike, but why not subscribe, and then all future videos that I do go directly to your YouTube feed. Once you subscribe, click on the little bell, click on the little bell, you'll wake in the morning and you'll have a view of the arch at Wembley Stadium in your back garden. Thanks for watching, and speak to you soon. Full time of the final score of Wembley 3, Holyport 1. Hard lines really on Holyport, who for me were the better or more eye-catching team going forward. Just a few defensive lapses meant that they lost the game. The eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed that there's no video highlights here. Apparently no video or audio is allowed at Wembley Football Club. In fact, the opposition were told to take their Vivo machine down. Absolutely no idea why. For me, the club are missing out. But there it is, and I have to respect it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and speak to you soon.